Hi everybody. Well, we're back, and after a few days of cool weather, it looks like we're back into summer. So just know that we're all in it together. So it's pretty hot. Alrighty. I think we're going to be doing readings today for 8:30 through 9:05. All right. So, and I think maybe next week we'll do horoscopes instead of this week. All right. So let me have a look and see what's going on now. Starting with my major deck. I did shuffle them before you guys showed up, so I'll just give me. Ooh, that was a nice shuffle. Sorry. Oh, I wanted to comment. Remember when I was laughingly saying, "Ooh, it looks like an earthquake," because I was jiggling the table. Well, then we had a bunch of earthquakes, so I think I'm gonna kind of stay away from saying those things, just in case we're stirring up some special earthquake energy. Alrighty, let's see. Oh, here's our this is kind of a turmoil or chaos card. Maybe is better than turmoil, but chaos. The thing is, with chaos that's coming up during this week comes clarity. So that seems like an odd mix, but there can be anger that's spurred by it, but truth starts coming out as a result of it. All right. So it's something that we want to keep an eye out for, because our obstacle is the high priestess. Now, some people read this card in a different way than I do, but I always see that as psychic ability or understanding on a spiritual level that maybe is not always explainable on a practical level. So we might find that we get like angel messages or special kinds of information that we may not have a direct connection with the reason why we're getting it. So if you're having hunches, if you're having intuitions, if you're having dreams, I want you to save those concepts for this next week or so, because I think you're going to be finding that may be upsetting, but it's going to be truthful, and that's going to help you see things much more clearly. I love this card. This is the High Priestess card, and every time I get it, I always want to say, be concerned about what you're um, psychically receiving, okay? So some people get dreams, some people just have a knowing. That's like what they call the clairs, clairaudience, clairsentience, etc., right? So these things are going to be kicking in full blast for the next 7, maybe to 10 days, right? So pay attention. It's going to be some information coming through. And you may hear it even from elderly people. This is weird. It's like you're running about your own business, paying attention to what you need to be doing. Maybe you're at the grocery store. And there's an older person there that makes a simple comment to you, and you're thinking, well, that's weird. Why would they say that to me? But have a nice day. Nice to see you. Carry on. And I think you're going to find that they just dropped a nugget at your feet. So know that the least likely person is going to be sharing that information with you. Okay? And it may be a colloquialism. It may be a little saying that all of a sudden appears at the right time and feels soothing to you. Those of you, speaking of that, those of you that need soothing, I'd like to recommend that you visit Cash Peters' YouTube channel. He's got a nice little calming, I don't know, maybe it's about 10 minutes worth of information. But it's great if you're having trouble sleeping. His soothing tone to his voice, and he's got some wonderful things to say. So have a look. He's quite unique and unusual, and his manner of delivery is quite different. Now, I have an English heritage or background in that, and his sense of humor really appeals to me. So just know that you might have to concentrate on what he's really saying with tongue in cheek to the side, but it's really quite helpful. All right, so know that he's available to you and he's willing to share his information. Cash Peters. Okay, what do they call him? What does he call himself? I don't know. He's like the English medium or something. Alrighty, done. And all this reading is being grounded in the fact that because of our suffering, we're rising to a higher level. So don't feel like everything that's been going on is wasted. It's not. It's all for a special purpose. And it is about promotion of you, about elevating to a higher level. This is the wisdom card, but ancient wisdoms, all right? So just, that ties in even with our high priestess psychic ability lady. Okay, in our culture right now, this is like Western medicine and Western philosophies. This is the high priestess. In Eastern philosophies, it would be in this deck. It's the star card, which is the Kuan Yin. Okay, that's another goddess. What are we putting behind us? This is a lot of the ideas that are starting to come via females, and I think this is a political thing. The politics are changing because of the insight and the research that's being done by extremely intelligent females that are around us. So in the near future, it looks like we're trusting more what women of power have to say as opposed to the old white guys, right? So just know that this is a good card for that. It also is telling me that we don't play second fiddle anymore. So women are coming more into predominance, and there's going to be more for us to learn from them, because all of those crystals, let's have a look real quick. All of those crystals all around her, even on her third eye in the front, those are all ideas, philosophies, thoughts, okay? All right. And what's ahead? Oh, well, what's ahead? There she is. That's the Kuan Yin goddess, all right? So we've always been believing in all this Western stuff, and now we're getting a dash of the Eastern stuff. What do you mean by Eastern? It could be Buddhism, it could be any of the philosophies, but there she is. She's kind of like the female Buddha. And there's going to be more influence here coming in for us. With the star card comes the concept of hope taken to the highest level, and that's what we're seeing with her. Have a good look at her. I think she's so beautiful. Look at that. Kuan Yin, spelled different ways, nevertheless, same concept. Goddess of compassion and mercy. Okay, that's what we're looking forward to. All right? Quite interesting. So, and if somebody asks you if you want jewelry this week, tell them it needs to be an emerald surrounded by diamonds, okay, because you're worth it. All righty, what about individually? Individually, we have to look forward to is change. This is the element of change. It's the 8 of worlds. In some decks, it's discs. But it's to precipitate being open to change. Okay, so they're telling you, prepare yourself. Things are going to look the same and yet not. Right? So go with the flow. Hang on. Things are changing to the better, because that's what this card is about. It's still about change, but probably not as drastic. I love it because it's the 3 of crystals, so it means there's a mind change that goes along with the physical change. Those of you that are artists, I see that an opportunity to change your palette. So you may still do similar things, but maybe for different reasons, right? And it feels, oh, thank you. That's my kitty giving you confirmation. Yes, I know. Yes. She says yes, all right? So know that here's your palette and it's beginning to change. The 3 means it's going to be much easier, much more comfortable to do, all right? Let me grab her and we'll bring her around. Come here. That's my girl. Come on. Okay, peanut gallery. All right, let's have a look for hopes and fears. And this is about us all pulling together. Is it a fear? For some people, it's a fear. For others, it's a terrific hope. And isn't this wonderful? Because this is about community. This is about passion for the community. So this is about pulling together in the position of hopes and fears. All right? And the outcome card is be patient. It's coming. This card is also telling us that it might bring a different perspective. Same facts, same bits of information, but it appears differently. We're able to see it with new eyes, right? It's a major arcana card. If you're being held back slightly, stay with it for a while, because you might be avoiding a pitfall that if you rushed in too soon, you would suffer from. But this is a good card for waiting and changing your mind about things, okay? So if I look back really quickly, it looks like right now we have 3 major arcana cards. We have the High Priestess, her alter ego, the Goddess of Compassion, and we have the Weight card. So these are three really good cards for us to anticipate for the coming week. All right, and that said, I want you all to say hi to the Miss BLEU. There she is. And she's the one who's been putting her 2 cents worth in. She never talks during the videos, so this must be an important one. So those of you that love and care for family members, take good care of them this coming week. Do what's being asked of you, and it looks like things are turning out much better. Okay, all right? Have a look. Isn't this a cute kitty? Look at that little side eye that she gives you. All right. Love and, hang on, love and compassion. We'll talk to you next week. Maybe we'll get a little horoscope next week. All right. There's my girl off on a tangent.